Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. While I'm waiting for a few people to come in, I am going to go continue my search. Well, there's 3. Hey, there's Steven. There's Mike. What's going on, fellers? Hope you all had a good turkey day. I know I did. Well, that was short-lived. Went from 3 to 1. It's another week has come and gone. And I'm sure everybody's out there spending lots of money they don't have because everything is astronomically priced. I didn't go camping this weekend. We canceled our trip because had some issues with the fifth wheel that I got to fix, and we decided we'd just save it for next month's trip, and we're going to go camping over Christmas. I didn't do nothing on Thanksgiving except for eat some turkey and stuffing and sweet potato and all that good stuff. And we actually had turkey that I had vacuum packed and put in the freezer from the last year that we got out, and I just made some fresh gravy and we cut it up and put it in there, and pretty good stuff. And got stuffing and all that good stuff. So we didn't have to cook anything. We were going to go to the beach, but we decided, weather wasn't that great, and we're like, nah, we'll just stay here. So stayed and watched a bunch of football. Watched the Bills lose, watched the Vikings win. And, heck yeah, you can't go wrong with chili, especially when it gets cool. Of course, it really doesn't get cold down here where it really tastes good, but I mean, it still gets pretty cool. Believe it or not, we have the damn air on right now because it's still humid down here and everything's just kind of sticky. The coldness for Florida really hasn't set in yet. And we've actually got the air on because it's just so stale in the house if you don't. Crazy weather. Oh, Mike, I've been there. I used to live up north. I know what the winter's like. Used to live in Iowa for a little over a year, and that's when I had my Corsica, and it was rather chilly that winter that I was there. I mean, the wind chill was just brutal, and when everybody else's car wasn't starting, that old Corsica fired right up. It's Mike, it's not all corn. Granted, there's a lot of places, but I lived in West Des Moines for uh, a little over a year and loved it. And Des Moines was pretty easy to get around. They had this place called the Iowa Beef Steakhouse on East. I think it was East 17th and Euclid. Um, Man, they just had Iowa beef there, and you could either cook it yourself or they would cook it for you. And I'm gonna tell you, that's probably got to be some of the best beef that you'll ever get. Yeah, yeah. There was nice people up there. I had a job all lined up and everything right out of school. And I came home one night from work, and there's a note on my door that I got evicted out of my apartment because uh, while I was gone, the roommate and their friends were throwing parties in there, making too much noise, and they got me kicked out. So I had everywhere to go. So I came back to Missouri and had to live with my folks for a little while until I could get on my feet. And after that, I was good. But yeah, this weather's been kind of strange this year. I don't know what it's going to do just yet. But anywho, well, I'm getting ready to start assembly on the most expensive 4L70E that I have done to date. Um, it's got a lot of Sonics goodies in it. That's what made the price go way up. I'm anxious to get that one done. Start working on some of the projects I got here at the house. Yeah, I guess so. That last storm, old Buffalo got nailed. Man, they got nailed pretty bad. Dang, I'm yawning already. It was so boring yesterday at work. We didn't have a whole lot yesterday, and I didn't figure it would be. It'd be up spending money on Black Friday supposed specials, which they're not really a special. It's a play on words. I at least I think they just mark it up and then make it look like it's marked down and it's the same price it is normally. But boy, I should tell you what, Elon Musk is stirring up the pot for something fierce. I mean, it's kind of good what he's doing because he's just giving free speech back, which is the way it should be. Um, I saw I saw a political ad that was pretty funny. Um, they showed, oh, I don't know, maybe I don't think I can still pull it up, but it was mayor of Magaville, and it was hilarious. It showed um, a whole bunch of information by the current sitting commander in chief and the big old mountain of the scandal, and then it showed this little mound of uh, dirt hill on the ground with the 45 on it, and he they get all these reporters with magnifying glasses over the top of that pile with the 45. Isn't that just the truth? Dang. A Turbo 350 and you sold it for $500? Man, that's pretty steep. Yeah, I'm anxious to get started on some of the projects around here. I got to get some things done. The last customer thing I do for a while, for sure. Like I said, I got too many projects I got to get going. I don't know what I'm going to do about where I'm at, but it ain't paying the bills no more. So, wow. That's crazy, Mike. He must have been desperate for it. He must have been really desperate. I can't get that song out of my head. I think it's Wonder Mike and Jump on It. I listen to some old classic uh, raps and stuff that as a kid I listened to a lot of that stuff. I listen to just about anything. Yeah, I don't know that don't know that we're gonna spend much on Christmas this year. Right? I haven't heard that song in a while. Take this job and shove it. Bo bo ain't working here no more. Probably get copyrighted for that. Um yeah. So what's everybody else's plan? You guys got any big plans for the new year? Any resolutions that you're gonna do? I I think old Smitty's gonna put some feelers out there and see if anything pops up. Unfortunately, I don't think this inflation's going anywhere, so I've got to do something to else to supplement my income. Don't get me wrong, YouTube has been it's been okay for me, but right now I don't have the time to commit to it. Um, it'd be crazy if I quit a normal go to work job and did YouTube full time. I think the wife would have an absolute come apart. Um, I don't know that I could make it doing a YouTube thing full time. I'm not. I'm not one of the most popular people. I mean, I've been doing it for a few years now, but I mean, not consistent. That's what the algorithm wants to see is consistency, and I just right now I just don't have time to do it. I guess if I wanted to pay somebody to edit my videos, that would help. Um, but again, then when you're just starting out, you're not making squat on it anyway. So to keep being a smart arse, I knew what you meant. And a better family. Yeah, I'm trying, but some days you just want to give up. Speaking of which, so I don't know if you ever watched the Roman Atwood podcast. Um, the guy is pretty smart, and I guess he originally started on a prank channel, and it went berserko, millions of followers, and I guess he lost a lot of that, and he does just podcasts now. He did a podcast with the Diesel brothers, Diesel Dave, and I don't remember if the other guy name is Dave also, but uh, that was a fantastic podcast, and I tell you what, it gave me a new respect for the guys. Um, I used to watch them all the time when they'd come on Discovery and look at their builds and that kind of stuff. But the dude is just genuine and down to earth. It's pretty impressive and very smart, very driven. Um, looks at life a little different than a lot of us do, and for that reason, he's very successful. I would like to be like that, um, but I don't know. I don't know where to start, where to begin, or how to begin. And I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I mean, I'm not. I don't move as fast as I used to. Um, I guess I caught up in the regular everyday um, task of getting up, going to work, coming home, doing stuff at the house, and not really able to live a life that I really would like to do. But there's things in my life that I'd like to get accomplished too. I guess I'm like a lot of other people where I guess I'm materialistic, I guess you could say. Um, I guess it's more so is he put it as in a way that he said, "Well, I really don't care about money," and he's in the mindset that you have to give stuff because there's more of where that came from. And I guess it has a lot to do with the way you were raised and what you seen in what you saw in your parents and how things worked. And uh, it, I don't know how you would teach your children that, um, because they see everybody that's been around and how they're doing things. Well, here's another example. So I seen a TikTok today that um, had a guy that, of course, they do a comparison, and there was a Mexican on there, and he goes, it seems like, and nothing against black people or something like that, but he had a good point. It seems like black people are always wanting to go after themselves or who's got the best ride or the best woman, and it's like a who has the best of whatever thing, and cash is king, where Mexicans aren't exactly like that. They're more so as they're willing to help each other and make things work. Um, so if you get a Mexican that starts a business, that business is quite successful because there's other people that have a vested interest in seeing that business succeed, and instead of fighting each other and creating conflict. And it 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 really hits the nail on the head. I mean, how that works. And he was absolutely 100% right on everything he said. Yeah, just like now, I mean, I'm looking at my counter over here on the left screen and I've got 3 people here. I would love to see that, you know, double and triple digits. I mean, that would be fantastic, but I don't promote it as much. I guess I'm afraid of, yeah, the biggest thing that I think slows me down is I'm afraid what somebody else thinks about me. Because being a big kid growing up and not the best looking guy in the world, I was constantly berated uh, with the beautiful people, and so it has a profound effect on your drive and what makes you want to be the person that you want to be. Um, I've had to fight for just about everything that I've ever wanted. Um, I'm more apt to hang on to things than to let them go. But I find later in life, I mean, as where I'm at now, that I am to the point where I'm ready to start liquidating stuff so I can use that towards another project and try to get some things rolling. Um, oh, I agree. I mean, that's for sure. Um, I guess the one of the biggest things is I just, I wanted to be one of the liked people, one of the popular people, and I never quite was. Um, I've met a lot of really good people, uh, people that have tugged on my heartstrings quite a bit, um, friends that I've met that, I don't know what, if the feeling is genuine between the friendship or not, it's one of those deals. Just like me coming on here on Saturday night, I don't get the biggest response from these things, but in the same man and the same aspect, I kind of do it, I think, more for me uh than anything, because maybe somebody will notice, and maybe it'll open a door somewhere. I don't know. I mean, I guess I do it because it feels right. Yeah, Mike, I went through lots of depression. In fact, I still go through quite a bit of it. I mean, I'll get in a slump where, I just I f- don't understand why I'm on this earth. What's my purpose? Um, I keep looking for asking the good Lord, this is, hey, look, what am I doing here? I mean, have you got something in mind for me that I'm not seeing? I don't know. Don't know. Anyway, on with the sob stories. We'll get out of that. So I've been looking for, um, I got that 2-liter turbo motor that I want to put in a something. I think I still want to put it in one of the Camaros. I think that would be cool. But I missed out on a. They had a Cadillac up there at the local pick and pull. It was a 15 or 14. I think it was a 14, which the 14 had the 6-speed automatic, where the 16's got an 8-speed. And but anyway, I was going to grab the radiator and the intercooler and that kind of stuff off of there, so I could use it for um, the car. And of course, by the time I decided I was going to go do that, it was gone. So they didn't keep it very long. And it's rare that you find a car that new in a pick and pull lot, because that was under 10 years old. And I think their deal is they try to keep stuff 10 years and older. So it's tough to get a pick and pull. Now, I've been looking at Copart, and they've got some. In fact, they got one that's not too far from here, but I don't know that I can bid on it. It's a 17 as a non-repairable. I don't know, it kind of looks like it's repairable to me, but the current bid's only $125. But I'm sure that's going to go up to $2,800 or $3,000, which is way out of my price range. I mean, because all I want it for is for parts. But again, that'll raise a stinking mad in the house, because it's something else I really don't need. But onto the stuff where I was telling you I'm thinking about letting things go. I pretty much think I've decided that I'm gonna get rid of my scooter, uh, my motorcycle, by the way, because I just don't ride it anymore. It's not practical. It's not practical to ride on a daily basis. Everybody says, "Oh, when you get in Florida, you'll be able to ride all the time," and they lied, because it ain't that way. I mean, maybe if you live down in Miami or something like that, where it was warm all the time, and there was a lot more sun down there, yeah, maybe so. But I think I rode more when we lived up north in Missouri than I did down here, and I don't have a whole lot of people to ride with down here. It's not the same. Um, So I think I'm probably going to let it go. I just got to get a chance to get it cleaned up and get some good pictures of it, and um, get an advertisement out there for it. I mean, it's a good bike. It really is. Um, it's not giving me a whole lot of issues whatsoever. Rides good. I think it's just about time to let somebody else get some enjoyment out of it. So, and I got a garage full of stuff that I need to get rid of, and a trailer full of stuff I need to get rid of. And that's some of the things that are on the agenda once I get done with this transmission. I got to get all that stuff gone. I can't even use the garage, and it just frustrates the hell out of me. I mean, I got a garage and I still can't put a car in it. seems to be a thing anymore. You get a house with a garage, and you can't use the garage because you're putting a whole bunch of crap in it that you don't use anymore. So stuff's got to go one way or the other. It's got to go. I hate to throw stuff away when it's still got life left in it, but it's doing me no good. It's just sitting out there. So somebody else needs to enjoy it. So anyway, maybe one of those things where I just kind of make a video on it and see what I can do about selling it. It just got to go. It's got to go. It's got to go. Need to free up some working capital so I can get my truck fixed and Camaro projects fixed, and or at least get one running so I can get one sold and move on to the other one. We'll see how that pans out. I'm just browsing around here on marketplaces where as we're gabbing here. Somebody's got a set of IROC wheels, but they want $500 for them. That's a little bit steep. They look to be in pretty good shape, though, and they're the right years for the cars that I've got. We'll save that. I think there was another one I seen in there. Somebody's got an 89 set. Gold. They want $400 for those. What else we got here? What else we got here? Nope, here's a set of Z28 wheels. $250. 91 to 92 Z28s. They don't look like they're in too bad a shape at all. They would work too. The IROC wheels are getting kind of tough to find that are in decent shape anyway. Of course, a lot of people got the 18s and 20-inch IROCs, which, excuse me, to me, I don't think they look that good because they've got all that wheel and not enough tire on it. Right. Steven, I'm not real fond of the chrome ones. I think it's a little bit too flashy. They look good on some other cars. Um, just never have been crazy about the chrome ones. And like my Hummer wheels that are on my pickup, those were factory chromed. I learned a lot of things about tire machines and what not to do with a wheel like that. And as a result, the chrome is peeling on the backside. That's the bad thing about chrome. Um, there's no bends in my wheels or anything like that, but uh, they're the ones that are on Bertha. But they need to be taken and cleaned up and re-chromed. Um, but old Bertha's going to take some money to get it fixed up. I just was I want to do it right. I want to do the frame and I want to put a new gooseneck hitch in it and do a companion hitch. I don't know if I ever released the video of me going looking at the cab or not. I seem to think that I did not. I need to release that video if I didn't. Let's go studio. Let's go to content. I'm almost up to 3,300 subscribers though, y'all. I'm pretty happy with that. Been a long time to get it there. Well, there is a video out there on the cab, but I don't know if it's the same one. The camper videos don't do that good. The transmission videos do pretty good. Truck stuff does real well. Well, the latest content's doing pretty decent. Anyway, yeah, I did, but like I said, I don't know if it's a current one or not. I don't remember. I'd have to look, but I don't know why it's in my unedited file. Uh, videos I haven't edited yet. Give you an idea of what I still have that um I still have unedited. I have 185 gig worth of unedited videos. That's a lot of freaking videos. Consider each one of them is probably 4 to 6 gig when it's done. That tells you how many videos that I've got in queue that I haven't finished editing yet. There's a bunch of them. Breakfast burrito time. Hell yeah. They used to have this when I was a bachelor. I was living on my own at my house. I lived 6 or 7 minutes from work. I mean, it was real short. But anyway, I used to make my breakfast in the morning, and they had these. I found these veggie patties in the store, the Southwest version veggie patty, and they were actually pretty good. And what I used to do is I'd take them and cook them up, and then kind of break them up and mix that with some egg and just a little bit of cheese and put some salsa in there. And man, that tell you what, that made the best breakfast burrito. It was the Southwest style veggie patty, and it was pretty damn good. I'm not a vegetarian by any means, but I was just trying some different things at the time, and man, those were good. That was also when I was trying to get some weight off too, and I was actually down to probably the lightest I'd ever been. For a while, I was like 267, and then I got old. I got past 40, and crap went downhill. So it is what it is. Nope, I still haven't done my gate yet. That's one of the projects that I need to get done. That may be one of the that may be one of the first things I do, because that thing's been down long enough. I need to get it done. We're out of the rainy season. We're out of the hurricane and tropical storm season, so now's the time to get that thing planted and get it finished. But anywho, Mike, I'm going to tell you, I love portobello mushrooms. And in fact, there's this one of the chain restaurants that got an appetizer, stuffed portobellos. I can't remember who it is. It's either Longhorn or Outback or something like that. I think it's Outback. And I love those things, but oh my God, dude, do they make me sick? They taste so good, but my body just does not like those. So good though. If I could eat more of them, I would. Um, so I got to be kind of careful with them fungus, the fungus among us. Wished old Jerry a happy Thanksgiving, and I haven't heard anything from him after that. I mean, he wished it back. He must just still be busy. And this is not going to be a weekend that I think that uh, a lot of people would get on here anyway, because I mean, a lot of people are out doing shopping or spending money, and it's just it's the way it is. My exclusive activity summary from Cletus McFarland is ready to view. Oh, yeah? That must be something new Facebook's doing. Yeah, exactly. What's money? But it's like I was saying earlier. I mean, money can't be everything. You know, even if you won the lottery or something like that, I don't know that you'd be happy. It would be short lived. I mean, you could spend money and buy things, but then you're back to the same deal where it's a materialistic type of deal. Oh, well, I got this and I got that. Well, but you don't have your happiness. You know, somebody put a poll out there. If would you rather be rich or would you rather be happy? And at the time that I answered that poll, I put I'd rather be happy. Um, but there was like 56% of people that were polled on that one says they'd rather have the money. Um, I'd rather be happy. I'd just rather be happy. Tell you what, first year can't get here quick enough because of our government. That's for sure. I'm anxious to see what happens. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't remember who that was, Mike, that we lost. I watched Michael J. Fox's uh, acknowledgement speech for winning the Oscar, humanitarian Oscar, and you know, other than him fighting his Parkinson's, that dude is brilliant. Oh yeah, I did see that we lost Jerry Lee Lewis, but people like that inspire you. Anyway, fellers, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go to bed, get up, and go to church in the morning, and go do my grocery shopping. Then I've got to get back here and get some stuff done for sure. For sure. So that being said, y'all have a good evening. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. God bless this great US of A, and um, we will talk to you in the next one. See you later.